A special economic zone is an area that the government sets aside to attract both local and foreign investors to come and invest. Now, special economic zone or SEZ is not a Kenyan concept. It's a global concept. It has been used widely in developed countries like China, UAE, South Africa, Nigeria, and Egypt. And basically, the government extends certain incentives to investors that come into the SEZ space to be able to catalyze the investments and to be able to grow faster and be able to create an ecosystem that attracts FDI and the local investors. Now, Tatu City is the first operational mixed-use SEZ within the region. The government provides certain incentives to all SEZ companies. There is reduced corporate tax from 30% to 10% for the first 10 years. And then subsequent to that, there is 15% for another 10 years. Then after that, the client is able to revert to the 30%. Then there is a whole exemption for 10 years on withholding taxes. There is a VAT that is zero rated. There is exemption from import duty, stamp duty, and also capital gains tax. Then additionally, there is a 100% investment deduction allowance that is given to the investors who come into the SEZ ecosystem. The one-stop shop at Tatu City provides an aftercare program where we support all the clients that have been able to onboard in our industrial park and also in our business service park. So basically, that service includes issues of compliance, issues of doing returns, issues of the general compliance with the other regulatory requirements and statutory requirements, including tax, including labor relations, including immigration, and all other aspects that affect the day-to-day running of the investors that come into the industrial park. So the one-stop shop provides tax issues, customs issues, immigration issues. You're able to resolve your land issues, construction issues. All these aspects are actually handled within our one-stop shop. One of the expectations by government is that the SEZ developers will be able to deliver world-class infrastructure where FDI and local investors can be able to plug in. And Tatu City stands very tall as well in terms of having a plug-and-play ecosystem where investors come in. They already have power. We have power infrastructure that has already been set up, very reliable and very sustainable. We have world-class infrastructure in terms of roads. We have sustainable and potable water that can be used for the industries. And we have reliable ICT connectivity through our Tatu Telecom company that provides ICT infrastructure and ICT connectivity to all the investors within Tatu City. We occasionally get clients who do not have appetite for heavy investment or capital investment in terms of construction. You're talking about SMEs and also global players who just want to get in and set up the business. So in Tatu City, we have ready-to-lease facilities where clients can come in, just lease a facility. A small company, an SME, a startup can lease a facility and be able to start the business immediately without having to take time to put up infrastructure in terms of the facility. So we give that opportunity to such clients to be able to start up where they're able to lease a facility and then probably transition to their own facility by purchasing land and building up their own facility. Now here in Tatu City, on average, we interact with around 10 investors in a week. And they have common issues that come up when you interact with them. The first issue is being tax efficient. So how can I be tax efficient? Now, tax efficiency is not about not paying tax or having tax breaks, but it's about how can I be able to honor my tax obligation without affecting my cash flows, my day-to-day operations. Then the second issue that comes out very openly is normally the predictability and business resilience. So how can I be sustainable in the long run? How can I cushion myself against global shocks, political, legal issues, taxation, technology? How can I take advantage of emerging business dynamics, new markets, the African Continental Free Trade Agreement, COMESA, the AGOA? How can I be able to position myself in the long run with a very long-term horizon so that my business remains both resilient and predictable in the very long run? Third thing that comes very conspicuously is the aspect of cost of doing business. So most investors ask, so how can I be able to reduce my cost of doing business? So is it on the operational aspect like power? Is it the cost of water? Is it just the cost of taxation? Or just the administrative day-to-day running of businesses that can be able to reduce the cost of doing business? SEZ has been in Kenya for the last 10 years. And over the last 10 years, there have been quite a number of learning points, and the learning curve has been very steep. The government has been able to streamline the onboarding process, making it easier to facilitate investors who want to come into the SEZ space.